just wrapping up a big imaging package for a radio station out of Brazil. So we're going to have to master that. But we'll do that a little bit later on. What's up, everybody? I'm Tony T. This is DropHouse. DropHouse Studio 10, I like to call it, because it's our brand new studio and it's 2010, so real creative of me, right? I thought I'd give you a little bit of inside information today on how a radio spot comes together. You're on the inside now, and I want to share as much as possible. We have the room, we have the facilities to make a lot of videos. So you're going to see a lot of videos coming at you from 2010. So make sure to subscribe to the channel and friend us on Facebook, facebook.com/DropHouse as well, if you're checking this out on YouTube. And we're on YouTube as well, youtube.com. DropHouse is the name and channel. So with that out of the way, I'll tell you what, we just, right off the printer, we just got a new script for a spot for Webster Hall. Webster Hall is one of our largest and longest running clients. Probably been with us for about 6 years. Their stuff tends to be very over the top, very in your face. I mean, it's nightlife, it's entertainment. So obviously we do it pretty well considering we've been together for such a long time. So the first step in the process is really for me to take a look at the script, figure out where we're going, figure out what we need, figure out what kind of delivery we're going for. Sometimes we get really creative with this stuff. And then from there we go into the vocal booth, and you're going to follow me, so check it out. So here we are in the vocal booth, the brand new vocal booth. We have a nice big vocal booth in Studio 2010. 5x8, a lot of room to move in here. Really allows you to express a script, even though this script isn't necessarily that expressive. You know, for the scripts that are expressive, then it's important. All right, so here we go. We've got the script. I've made some notations in here. We're going to go for it, so cross your fingers. Already did my vocal warm-ups, by the way. You do that before you get in the booth, all right? If you don't know anything about that, then figure it out. Stay calm. This is a routine test of the emergency party signal. I didn't like that. Stay calm. This is a routine test of the emergency party signal. This Saturday, July 24th, New York City's largest nightclub presents Circus. 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 With music by Theo. With music by Theo. This party will be broadcast live on Do that again. This party will be broadcast live on 92.3 Now. 92.3 Now. This Saturday, July 24th, Circus! Circus! This Saturday, July 24th, Circus! The greatest party on earth! The greatest party on earth. Tickets and info. Tickets and info at websterhall.com. That's my trademark. Tickets and info at websterhall.com. So it has to be just right. I know you missed a couple of takes there. This went on and on. It goes on for about 5 or 6 or 7 minutes till I feel it's just right. Then we take it from here and we go back into the editing room. Once we go into the editing room, it's a while. It's a while because obviously everything's got to be processed. Everything's got to sound just right. Then you have to get music beds and stuff. So I'll just give you a quick peek at that, and then we'll show you the finished product. This is a routine. Webster Hall. Webster Hall. Webster Hall. You hear this over and over for hours. You imagine how crazy you'd go. Anyway, what we're dealing with here is the original raw file. Then I just processed it before we turn the camera on, and you end up with quite a different file. Well, I suppose a little bit of a different file, I guess you could say. You know, I add my own kind of DropHouse trademark compression to the voice, and then we actually master it at the end, which makes it sound completely different, obviously. So, let's see. This would be the original file. Webster Hall. Webster Hall. Webster Hall. Right. Over and over. And then you probably can't really tell on the video, but once we add compression, Webster Hall.
Webster Hall. Webster Hall.
Sounds nice and tight, sounds nice and full, sounds nice and deep. I mean, there's tons of adjectives that you can use to actually, describe this stuff. But if you have an ear for it, you'll hear the difference. Then we go from there. We actually put the spot together.
Hall. This Saturday, July 24, New York City.
So what we have here is we have the entire vocal track. That's my first step, is to actually go through, take the cuts that I like. This type of these types of spots aren't really done in full reason. Obviously, you can tell that from the way that we record the vocal. You do a lot of bits and pieces. You do a lot of chopping up. A lot of the time and effort that comes into play is actually spent here in the editing room as opposed to the vocal room, where a lot of voiceovers are actually spent getting just the right take. We get just the right take, but we do it in segments, I guess you could say. So a lot of our time is actually taken up here at the editing console. So what I've done here is I've taken the vocal's processed properly, the vocal has been chopped up, and we essentially have the entire vocal bed.
His largest nightclub presents Circus.
And it's very fast moving. There's a lot of overlaps that people don't necessarily get. There's a lot of EQing, a lot of dropping out, stuff like that. And then what I go through is, I've already done this, obviously. I'm not going to do this on the video because it's very time consuming. But I've found some sound effects that would actually, enhance and kind of take us to the level that we want to get taken to, so to speak. So,
stay calm. This is a routine test of the emergency party signal. Webster Hall. This Saturday.
A nice little explosion that kind of leads you into the track. And there are various sound effects throughout as well. And then, the final step is usually getting just the right track, because these types of commercials do usually have a music bed. And this is what it sounds like.
Stay calm. This is a routine test of the emergency party signal. Webster Hall. This Saturday.
So anyway, that goes on for 30 seconds. And then the final stage is mastering. Once we get the approval. Now first we send a draft out, and we do that with DJ drops as well. Any sort of production that we do. We send out the draft version, which is not mastered. It's really just a compilation of what we're putting together for you so that you can approve it. So then the spot has to be approved. Once the spot gets approved, there might be a revision or two. We come back to the editing board. It might take us a little bit to chop it back up or retake a vocal piece that they might not like. Then we actually master it. So here we are back at the editing console. Yes, we did have a round of revisions. A couple of things had to be changed, but basically what you heard in that last clip is pretty much the final product. Almost, until it gets mastered. Now, that's the next step. Now, I'm not going to actually play it off of here, but what I am going to do is overlay it over the audio so you can hear the final product. The final product will actually be on the video, and that's what you're actually listening to.
Stay calm. This is a routine test of the emergency party signal. Webster Hall. This Saturday, July 24, New York City's largest nightclub presents Circus. With music by Theo. Webster Hall. This party will broadcast live on 92.3 Now with DJ Little C and Tic Tac. This Saturday, July 24th. Circus. The greatest party on earth. Tickets and info at websterhall.com.
So there it is, guys. We just got confirmation. Everything is cleared. The spot has been sent off to our media contact, and that's how we pretty much put together a spot in the span of a day, an afternoon, pretty much. We receive the spot, the script, I should say. We go to work. We comb through the script. We get direction. We record the vocal. We edit. We get confirmation of it. We might have to revise something, and then we master it, and we send it off to the radio station or the media contact, depending on who we're dealing with at the time. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget, DropHouse.com. We can do this for you pretty much every day of the week. I'm Tony T. Check us out on Facebook.com/DropHouse. And don't forget, of course, the YouTube channel. That's YouTube.com, DropHouse, right? And I think it's time for a cocktail, I would say, right? I hope you enjoyed the behind-the-scenes look. If you did, leave some comments. Remember, be respectful of each other. And if you didn't, tell me. I won't make them anymore. It's time consuming. See you later.